I used to walk, I was saved about a year, and this prayer came in my heart. I prayed it for a little season. I'd be running around. Man, it's one of my carpeting wore around my bed. Because I would get running. Well, you see sometimes I get a little excited. I calm down because I got to preach to you guys. But when I'm in my bedroom, man, there ain't no bridle on me or nothing. I'm just going, Jesus lets me gallop. Why does he anoint you? Why does he anoint you like a wild ox? Because you can't yoke a wild ox. And I won't be yoked. He says, I'll anoint your head and I'll strengthen you like the wild ox. Why the wild ox? Because you're wild. You can't be yoked and domesticated. You ain't put no harness on me. Yeah. I'll buck you right off. If you ain't God, I'm throwing you. Man, I'm getting flaky now. I got to be careful. I'm feeling this thing. Because see, I would be in my bedroom. Father, I thank you. I thank you. Watch what I would pray. This is pretty intimate. I thank you that you've raised me up to be a prize racehorse. And I'm on the track of your purpose and destiny. And I'm going to ride you to the finish line. Take you to the finish line. Father, you're riding me like a prize racehorse. And I'm going to cross that finish line. Thank you. You're riding me to the finish line. And I would pray this way. And then I stepped on pastorally. And when they brought me in pastorally, my pastor went out of country, and it was the first week, and he was out of country, and I was never a pastor. I mean, he told me I was office manager, a whole meeting to oversee the staff. I'm like, it was my first day. That night, we had a guest speaker. He preached. It was awesome. He prayed for people. Never forget it. I'm sitting there with my wife in the front. It's my first Sunday officially that people called me pastor. And he said, are you hearing anything? There's something not done yet. Are you hearing anything? And I'm like, man, I'm not hearing anything. I feel like this was great and I feel like we go home. He said, no. He said, nope, we're not done. He just stood there. He said, just tell me if you hear anything, Pastor. And I'm like, man, I don't hear nothing. I wonder if I'm saved. No, I'm sitting there thinking, I don't hear nothing. And he said, I see it. It's you. It's you. Step up here. I need to pray for you and your wife. God wants to speak. And I'm like, really? Yeah. This is your first day. You're just stepping on pastoral. God wants me to bless you. And I went, okay. I stood up with my wife. She's sitting there timid, just looking, and I'm standing there, and I close my eyes, and he says, son, prophesy, son, I've raised you up, and you're my prize racehorse, and I have a destiny for you, and I'm going to ride you to the finish line. And he kept on prophesying, but that's all I remember because I woke up on the floor sometime later. That man said, son, you're my prize racehorse. I've raised you up as a prize racehorse. And I'm going to ride you to the finish line of my purpose. And the next thing I know, I'm looking at my wife, and she said, what happened? What happened? I said, I don't know. And I got up and it's so good. But see, those personal things, you pray in those things, you mean it. Look, I told you before, either in that place in my room, I'm either totally whacked and wasting time and ought to get a life, or I'm before the Lord. And all of a sudden, this man just speaks over me my prayer from the closet. And God says, it's exactly right, son. You're my racehorse. Keep running well. And I'm blasted. Whew. Just the impact of the intimacy, that was enough to wreck me. I just went out.